Just one of those days. Need some coffee. Hi everyone. This is a video sponsored by Skillshare in which we're going to be looking at a pen, rather a pencil, actually a lead holder made by Rotring. I'll cut to the chase. Basically, what I want to figure out today is this pen worth the $50 I paid for it? $50 is, to me, a lot of money. I have spent that much on pens before, but I've never spent that much on a pencil before. I know this is more than a pencil, okay? And I'm doing this review a little bit differently. You may notice it's already out of the box and in my hand. That's right, I've been using this pencil for probably a month or two already. I bought it a while ago and I thought, hey, this one I should do a little bit different, and maybe I'll do this again in the future, in the sense that I'm gonna record myself unboxing it and then I will use it for a while. See, here you can see some unboxing footage from when I first got it. And since then, I have been using it almost every day at school, just drawing and sketching. I've put it in my pocket every day with my other daily carry pens and pencils, and it's been treating me well. But because I've realized it's maybe something that's been lacking in a lot of my pen and pencil reviews is I open it and I use it, but there's nothing. I can't say anything as far as the durability and longevity of the pen or pencil, right? This is actually called, I guess, a lead holder. The listing on Amazon calls it a clutch knock system. Look, I like it. It feels good. It looks good. But really, $50 for this is a lot. I'm going to put it here next to my other lead holder. A lead holder is my favorite type of pencil. This is a Kohinoor lead holder, which, if you can tell, I've had it for a long time. This one is, we're representing Italy here with this one, and here we're representing Germany with this one. And this one, as you can see, this is how these work. They just have these little pieces of lead in here, and then you put it in here. This one was kind of like a weird alien grabber thingy. You put it in there, right? And then you can draw. There are little devices called lead pointers. Some lead holders have like little things in the back where you can take it off and put it on there and sharpen it that way. Neither of these have that feature, but I don't really mind because I don't like sharpening these. I just use them for rough sketching anyways. This one, you press it like this, and it'll start coming out. In my Rotring, I have this June Gold Graphite 2B 2mm lead. And in the other one, I have the same kind, but just H, I think, hardness. So I have my two lead holders I take to school with two slightly different lead hardnesses in them. And you can see that this one has a little bit of paint that's coming off of it. I like both of these for a couple of reasons. Actually, I take all three of these to school. My Muji pen and my Kohinoor lead holder, now my Rotring lead holder. First of all, they're all great because they all have this knurled grip, so there's a little bit of cohesiveness between all of them in that way. But also they're all kind of like solid metal. The Rotring is definitely the heaviest one. And also kind of looks, I don't know. No, they all have their appeal to me. I really like how this one has started to be worn down, and you can kind of see the brass or something underneath the paint on the Kohinoor. Has like a very well-worn look to it now because I've had this one for several years, right? After several months, there are only barely a few places where I can see some wear and tear on this one. There's almost no paint. It's almost just all plain metal, and it is almost entirely metal. You can unscrew this part. Actually, it unscrews this way, like so. Right, and the whole interior is metal as well, and this could be part of the reason why it's $50, right? There's no plastic parts, all like precision metal machining. Maybe the only plastic part might be this little red ring right there, which is why it's called Rotring, I think. But I mean, it feels great. It looks great. I would recommend this to anyone, of course, who has $50 they feel like spending on a lead holder, but I couldn't just flat out recommend it again for that same reason, just the overwhelming price. What else was I going to say about this? Obviously, I'm going to draw a picture with it in a minute. Just because I like drawing pictures with it, I don't know. It doesn't really have anything to do with the pen itself, the drawing the picture, because it's more about, I mean, if it can hold the lead or not, that's really as far as the review should go, I feel like, or as far as it needs to go. I feel like I could draw a picture just holding the lead like this, you know, just scribbling away. But no, I want to draw a picture. Anyways, yes, it stood the test of time if the test of time is, can I take it to school every day for a month? And now we're going to see if it stands the test of drawing with it. Yeah, I like how it feels, I like how it looks, I like how it weighs in my hand. Everything about it is pretty great to me, except for the incredible cost. Yeah. I really like how it looks. I just enjoy having it in my hand, in my pocket, on my desk. Almost everything about it I enjoy. It feels good. To push the lid back inside, you have to go like that. Then you're good to go. But I'm kind of you know, if I'm a Muji fanboy, I'm also a Rotring fanboy. I've been using the Rotring isographs for years now. Years? Has it been years? I don't know. Now, I do intend that my videos should be somewhat educational, that you should be able to learn from them if you want to be able to, if that is your intent. But different people learn different ways. I do kind of a show, don't tell kind of teaching method. Maybe if you learn in a different way, that you need to be walked through things kind of step by step a little more, there is a website called Skillshare that you may have heard of before, where they do have lots of different kinds of videos on lots of different subjects, including drawing, whether it's with pen or pencil, watercolor, digital. You can draw with lots of different stuff. Anyways, they have all those videos there on Skillshare. High quality, multi-lesson video classes. So go check it out. With the link I put in the description, you can get 2 months of premium subscription for free. And you can watch a lot in 2 months and learn a lot. So go check it out, and let's get into this. All right, so yeah, maybe I forgot to record everything at the very beginning, but it's okay. I kept drawing. I did more drawing, and I recorded almost all of that. I will say there was something weird happening here where I felt like I had a little bit of something I might call stage fright. Maybe I would call it being camera shy. But I was just scribbling away, just drawing. I didn't do one big drawing. As you watch this, you'll see it's just like a bunch of different little scribbles as I scribbled and sketched away with the pencil. As I've drawn with this at school, it does usually manifest the art with the pencil as a lot of little things, as opposed to, as I use a pen, usually like one larger, more polished piece. I don't know what it is in my mind that associates a pencil with, being more sketchy, unfinished, unpolished. But I also I hardly ever, or rarely, not that I can think of, ever take my pencil drawings and turn those into something else farther down the road either. Although, no, actually I am starting to do that some. Anyways, also what I wanted to say is I do like this type of mechanical pencil over other type of mechanical pencils. And or I mean a lead holder over mechanical pencils, or even, traditional wooden pencils with graphite in them. Also, I know this will bother some people, the fact that they're called lead holders, even the Amazon listing, even on the Rotring website, which is something I need to get into later, that it says lead holder. Sometimes if you say, like, oh, can I have some lead for my mechanical pencil? Someone will always be there to say, actually, it's graphite. Okay, look, we all know that. It doesn't matter, okay? It's fine. As long as you know what we're talking about, then the ultimate goal of language and communication has been achieved, all right? But what I'm saying is I like these. They have, your typical mechanical pencil has a 0.5 millimeter, 0.7 maybe if it's a thicker one, but these have 2 millimeters. That's 4 times as thick as a 0.5 millimeter, right? And so, as long as you don't poke the lead out too far, I feel like, I don't know if this is actually true, but I feel like, and in my experience, I can press down on the paper way harder, especially since I don't sharpen the lead. It's always kind of dull. I can press down the paper way harder, just be a little more heavy-handed with it, scribble. I can, but I can always go light-handed too, get some nice shading, but also press down hard, get it darker, and I like that variation in tone I can get from barely pressing or pressing down very hard, and the lead doesn't break because it's so thin. Also, I feel like I can press hard because of the entirely metal construction of the pen, right? Also, you might notice that in some of this video I was wearing cloth gloves as I drew because sometimes with the pencil stuff I struggle with smudging the pencil stuff all over, especially if it's a bigger drawing and you're drawing on one part and you're drawing another part, and then you realize that the bottom of your hand is all covered in graphite and you've been smudging everything everywhere. That was the cloth gloves were an attempt on my part to mitigate the smudging, but it wasn't worth it because they made the pencil too slippery in my hand, and I needed to be able to grip it firmly so that I could press down hard, right? Also, what I wanted to say about the Rotring website is that, as far as I could tell, I couldn't find anything about this particular pencil on the Rotring website, at least the US version that I think I was looking at. If you look up Rotring 800, which is this pencil, you can only see the actual, there's like a mechanical pencil models of this pen, right? 0.5 millimeter, 0.7 millimeter. There's no 2 millimeter models listed on their website. And then I looked on Amazon where I bought this, and it actually says Rotring 800 lead holder, clutch knock system. And then it says Japan import. And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out why I'm having to import German pens from Japan via Amazon. Like, what exactly is going on here? Are these discontinued? Are they actually made in Japan or Germany, or they're probably made in China for all I know? I do remember that when I was unboxing it, and if you look back at the footage there was some Japanese characters on the box. So, I don't know, it's just all very interesting. Also, one thing that really puts me off about the things listed on the Rotring website is that they're really, really trying to sell, really trying to push these combination lead holder or mechanical pencil and stylus pens, like the 2-in-1, right? It's like there's a stylus tip, like the real rubberized tip, and then the pencil can come out of the middle of that. That just seems so weird to me. And can I have a show of hands? See who has ever seen anyone use a combination stylus pen or pencil? Right. I'm not saying any hands except for my hand, which is up just to show. But no, it's just, first of all, it looks very ugly, and I only want to use a pen that looks good, and it's ruining an otherwise good-looking pen. But it just seems very out of touch to me to try to. Maybe there's a whole area of life where there's a huge crowds, throngs, just huge numbers of people using stylus pens that can also be, mechanical pencils and pens or whatever, Are they using them on tablets or their Blackberries or whatever? I don't know. What do people use these big honkin' stylus pens on? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I've never once in my whole life seen someone use a hybrid stylus pen pencil thing. Does anyone else agree with me on this? It's just so weird. Most people just use their fingers for screens, or if it is like I do know there's like Android phones that use styluses, but those have styluses that come with them that like pop into the phone or whatever. It just bothers me that they're trying to sell that. That's all. But there's probably someone here, let me know in chat, that they're like, no, it's actually very useful. Now I want one. Okay, it's all right. But yes, I enjoyed this. The main struggles, as I drew with this today for these videos, the footage you see here, the main struggle I had was sometimes I felt like the paper I was using wasn't very good. And by that, I mean the paper was too smooth, right? When you draw with pencil, sometimes you want the paper, or a lot of the times you want the paper to have a little bit of tooth. So so there's something for the graphite to get caught on. Like you don't want to draw on like wax paper or something very smooth with pencil. If you go to the store and the art store, the paper store, and look up sketching paper, that's like the kind of rougher stuff. It's got a nice texture to it. And if you look here, I probably use like 4 different types of papers in this video. And only a couple of them were like very satisfying. Maybe only one of them actually. Anyways, but it went good. I like this pen. I'm going to keep using it. And you can even get different colored leads for it, the 2mm. I probably won't do that, but it's nice to know I can. It is very nice to know. It's nice to know you have options, even if you never intended. Take advantage of the options. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about this $50 pen. I'm a fan of it, but like I said, I don't know. It's like the kind of thing I feel like I'm a little bit out of touch, or I try to imagine what I would do if I wasn't, if I didn't have a YouTube channel where I could justify buying pens to review them, for a video. Like, would I buy this if I wasn't making a video to review? I mean, a review video. I feel like I'm getting my words confused here. It's fine. Anyways, let me know what you think. And, all right. Goodbye, everyone. Take it easy. All right. Have a good day.